Oh, hi! I think it's gonna be a threefer. So, previously in my previous video, I talked about the hotness that is Vivis. Uh, but that was more of a commentary on so far on the group and their music. But this time I'd like to talk about a new release. This is a new release by a group that I have actually mentioned before, that I've talked about before, and that group is called StayC. Now, if for the few people that watch me, I actually talked about them already last March, if I believe, with their release Bebe. So that was released last March in their in when they had their comeback. Now, just 3 days ago, last July 23, StayC has released their new song, a new comeback. They have gotten to their comeback, and that song is "I Want It." So before we continue, I'd just like to give a quick backgrounder on on StayC again as before. So StayC is a 6-member Korean group under Hyup Entertainment. Basically, Hyup Entertainment is part of the current Kakao group of companies or group of entertainment companies. Because basically, Kakao is doing like a Hype thing, where they own SM, they own other smaller labels, and Hyup is one of those labels. So basically, Hyup's main group is basically StayC. Now, StayC is not a new group. So basically, they have, as I previously mentioned in my previous video, if you'd like to go back to it, plugging my video, they're basically under 4th gen, and now they released, this is their second release for 2025, and the mini album is called "I Want It," which is a 3-song album, and their title track is also "I Want It." So they just recently released this 3 days ago. But before that, again, let's remember their names, because if you remember, for the few people that watch me, I can only remember names until 5. But let's try it. It's Jay, Siyun. It's actually easy because they both sound the same. So Jay, Siyun, Isa or Isa, Sumin, Yubin, and Sumin and Yun. Okay, I mixed up. So again, let's come again. It's Jay, Siyun, Isa, Sumin, and Yun. All right. Now their fan club or their fandom name is called SWITH, which is StayC and With. Now, now the thing is, the thing there is that StayC is a group. I said this before, but I would like to just repeat it again. That StayC is a group that has organically grown. Right, they came in small and slowly built their fandom and built their fandom and built their fandom. I've already listened to their other songs, and I'm saying that I am slowly being pulled into the StayC bandwagon. I am almost stepping into the StayC bandwagon. They sound really good. Of course, they're beautiful. They're not as, the typical K-pop girls are really dainty and thin. They're not all that. All right, you do have the little pixie, elfish little girl like Siyun, but you've got like Isa, who is very pretty. I think she might be the one that people tend to bias on, but for me, I still like Siyun, the other guy, the SIE one, not the SEEUN one, the other one. Because they're pretty wide shouldered, and but they're very beautiful. I first discovered them when they did the dance challenge with Yeji. Of course, I love Yeji. But then now I'm really liking their song. So again, I Want It is it's different from Bebe. You know, Bebe is smooth, smooth, cunty. Very the lyrics are very strong, but this one, they have the same type of lyrics in the sense that it provides strength, it provides confidence, not just for women, but it it gives confidence, but on a more, I wouldn't say happy, but it's on a more dynamic and on a faster pace. Yeah, faster pace. It's still very electronic, very electronic. It actually gets it, for some reason it makes me remember this group called Icona Pop. They did this song called I Don't Care, I Love It. Yeah, I'll put it in the links anyway. So it reminds me of that, but it doesn't, they don't have the same cheeky, cunty vibe into the music, but they're now coming in more happy and more cutie. But then again, the lyrics still gives a good message. Actually, I like the message here, and I like this message more than in Bebe, because this actually, you can actually use the lyrics here not just for women. So things like good things were okay as a person. That you have to remember, as long as you're okay, you don't have to look pretty for anyone. Use your flaws as a weapon. Things like that. And then it's also one thing that I've noticed when they do their videos and they do their songs, they always try to sneak in the term "StayC Girls is going down." That's something I noticed. So, yeah, that's actually pretty cool too. I'm really liking them a lot. So, the thing there is that the song itself is very summer. It gives me a summer vibe, especially since we're currently, at least in the Philippines, it's currently the rainy season now, and it's been raining for a whole week, and it gives a cool summer vibe to the rainy season. At the same time, it gives strength. Honestly, the lyrics give strength. The video itself is, it's very bright. It's very bright. It's not as, it's a total departure from Bebe, because that was my first entry into StayC. It's very bright. It starts off in a car wash where they're washing the car, and then it goes into the beach, which is of course very bright, and then it ends in a diner, outside the diner. And the dance is actually it's very cute. I mean, they're doing it very cute. Their music show performances also shows that it really shows their very good synchronization. I think if in my previous video about them, I would say that I have to see more of their dance. I saw more of their dance, and they're actually pretty good. Like I said, I would always equate StayC with ITZY, in a sense that they also show girl confidence, girl power. But I like, in a sense, that this is more, I would say this sounds vocally better. Honestly, I have to be pretty honest with that. I like StayC's vocals more, but they do dance well. They're not as super dancers, but they do dance well, and they're very synchronized, and they're very pretty as well. But I would say that it is a departure. No, not really departure, but it is different from Bebe. But it also provides. It still provides the hit. It is still a banger. I think a lot of people would love this. It's a great summer song for the rainy season. But then again, it's a great song. As always, I'll put the music video, performance video links in the description. I'm liking StayC a lot. The music is punchy. Yes, the music is punchy. The song is punchy. Its song is punchy, upbeat, inspiring, and the visuals are beautiful. What more could you ask for a hit?